Let's do it. Let's go live.
Uh-oh. And welcome to match number 2 for uh-oh. I don't have Stoic. That's always fun. There he is. Welcome to match number 2 tonight for Taco here at twitch.tv/El Taquito NGS Season 9. And Doobles, oh my goodness. Doobles with a ridiculous request coming from the lobby. Hang on, I'm sorry. I just got thrown for a loop. All right, here we go. I have Stoic with me for this second match tonight. He is coming off of his first team match win this evening, so congratulations to Stoic. Also, before we get started, a big shout out to my wife, Mrs. Taco, sometimes referred to as La Taca. That's not true. For making the best shepherd's pie I've ever eaten in my entire life. Oh my goodness, what an in-between match cast. I am losing my freaking brain right now. Super excited about that. So we have tonight Luigi's and Knuckles at Olympic Games, and they just put a request in the lobby. Please use our full name. Not Luigi's and Knuckles, not LK, but Luigi's and Knuckles at Olympic Games. So this is going to be awful. Also, in just so they refer to themselves with an A in games, but the website does not have the A in games, and neither does their logo. I'm gonna put it back in, and we'll go from there. So Cool Cats and Kittens won the toss. Luigi's and Knuckles banned Dragonshire and Sky Temple. Cool Cats and Kittens banned Alterac Pass and Towers of Doom, and we're going to Volskaya Foundry first. Map pick Luigi's and Knuckles at Olympic Games. Stoic, how are you?
Good. Feeling good after match day. Always love to play some Heroes of the Storm.
Well, of course.
And now I'm excited that I get to cast.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Maybe you.
So we just came off of a Division East upset. Illa Dancing Queens over Calculated Throw. A fantastic match to watch. It was super fun. And now we're coming into about the same discrepancy in rankings between Cool Cats and Kittens and Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games. Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games are the underdogs, so Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games looking for the opportunity to come in over Cool Cats and Kittens and get their first match of the season. The first match win of the season for Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games would put Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games into a better position going forward, as Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games can carry that momentum into the rest of the season, given that it's early. And Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games does need a little bit of a boost. I'm just trying to get a taste for it and get my mouth around it.
We're really looking to see Luigi and Knuckles at the Olympic Games really find that win that they're looking for. I know Luigi and Knuckles at the Olympic Games, they've been practicing, they've been playing, and Luigi and Knuckles at the Olympic Games really they could take this win from Cool Cats and Kittens if Luigi and Knuckles at the Olympic Games can really play their cards right tonight.
Absolutely. Again, it comes down to execution and team comp, and what better team comp can you have than Luigi and Knuckles at the Olympic Games?
I could think of one, but only one.
Banjo and Donkey? I don't know, but here we go. We are going into Volskaya Foundry. See what I did there?
Yeah.
I did last match I did a reference to the you establish risk control and then you pull out your gun thing. I did that with Rainer for last match. It was super fun. You establish map control and then you pull out your gun, and you see how the enemy team they're afraid of your gun.
They should be. It's a scary gun. Just
For-
like looks like
Greymane's
Luigi and
gun.
Knuckles is afraid of Greymane's gun.
Absolutely. Speaking of segues, see, I'm telling you, it's a fun night. We're having a good time. Zool get banned as well. So does Mephisto. Area control ban with the Mephisto. Greymane, good punish. Cho banned out of Cool Cats again. Now that makes me wonder, are we going to see a Gall ban come out as well? We know that Cho and Gall are really powerful combos. So do we see the Gall ban too?
I don't know, but this is actually throwing me for a crazy loop because, oh, the teams are flipped.
What?
Well, the teams are flipped. It's fine. It's not a big deal. But
do I have them on the wrong side?
No, you don't. We have Cool Cats and Kittens is currently on the left, and Luigi and Knuckles are on the right.
Which means I might have them.
Well, for this match, Luigi and Knuckles is the home team.
Right,
but they're currently
the red
in
team?
the red trunks. Yes, so there's been a little bit of mix-up. That's fine. So that was a really surprising ban because Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games, the reason they banned Cho is because Cool Cats and Kittens have played Cho'Gall in 4 out of their 5 maps with a 75% win rate.
Say that one more time. I am trying to fix stuff. Here we go. Switch team
Cho'Gall
sides.
has been
Cho'Gall
has been played.
That did everything to my scaling. Keep talking. I have to fix some stuff.
Should we just remake afterwards?
Um,
I don't know if it's.
I don't know.
Who cares?
Who
cares? But for everyone to know, Cho and Gall have been a absolute monster for Cool Cats and Kittens. I was hoping for some Cho'Gall action, but it looks like Luigi and Knuckles are going to say, "Not today, you big ogre dummies." So now I got to reorient myself.
Right, I'm gonna have to fix that. So we're gonna have a little bit of overlay issue here for a few minutes as I get things fixed. Fixed up.
Yeah, this is actually going to screw me the fetch up.
I don't know. I'm sorry about that, folks.
Yeah, I'm quickly scribbling my notes and drawing some arrows across to make sure I don't accidentally call the wrong team the other team, because all this information now goes on this side. All right, I'll just call some of this draft here.
Thank you, appreciate it. Sorry.
Cool Cats and Kittens have picked up Ragnaros, Li Ming, and Mal'Ganis, while Luigi and Knuckles at the Olympic Games have grabbed the Deathwing, the ETC, the Tassadar, and the Maiev. Rainier picked up for Cool Cats and Kittens as they're looking to round out their draft with a Malfurion. Looking for that great healing. Malfurion, one of the top healers in Division D, with almost a 60% win rate.
Huh.
So,
Malfurion does have a lot of really big healing available to him.
Yeah.
But it is over time, it's drawn out, so it's sometimes hard to deal with. Alright, so there is the draft. I'm going to transition us out, and again, bear with the screens as we are going to have a little bit of adjustments going on at the moment. You're not going to see the game for just
Playing Ragnaros, Kathal playing Li Ming, Gork playing Rainer Mal'Ganis, played by ETC played by Kid, and Maiev played by Sod. Map 1, Volskaya Foundry. Volskaya Foundry is a great map because the objectives are always in order. It's a really easy map to come up with a script. So we're going to see if these teams have got something planned to just flex their macro muscles, or if they're looking to spice things up.
Yeah. Stoke, I do have to
As
apologize to you. I feel like maybe you might have cut out a few times there while I was adjusting some stuff because I forgot sound is not on one of those templates.
you're good.
So yeah, but I think I got everything fixed, and as long as the div mods don't come back and say nope, you got to flip the teams back, I think all the settings are good.
Chance of that is slim.
Yeah.
And the clock's ticking for them to come do that as these teams are rushing down the middle to come meet and get to know each other a little bit. Wow, Li Ming stepping really far up. No one able to capitalize on that as she's just riding her little fire beast. These teams are doing a lot of dancing.
All right, so now that all the loops have been thrown for Taco, and Taco's been thrown for a loop as well, Maev getting out at just below half health on an early engage. Deathwing landing in amongst his team, leaving the soak up to Ragnaros and the other team to go up and get. Looking for Deathwing to make that rotation up soon as well. Mal'Ganis going down to soak bottom. We're going to have a 1-3-1 for our current lane situation, except as Tassadar and ETC come down to fight the Mal'Ganis, leaving us with a 1-2-2 on the side of Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games. Cool Cats and Kittens.
Interesting laning priority here.
Yeah, I don't. It looks like we're not going to see a 4-man rotation. We'll see a 1-3-1, at least for now. Ganis and Tacit are going at it. They are both extraterrestrial. They look. I mean, I guess the not the Drina. What are they? What's the race that Ganis is? You know.
Vampire.
Well, like Kill Jaden and Mal'Ganis. Anyway, and the Protoss do look very similar. Please don't at me about that. It's just an observation. Both teams picking up their turrets early on, trying to cash in at Volskaya Industry Toy Company Incorporated. And Tastar are going to go pick up that turret for his team. And we see Deathwing pushing out the lane. Oh.
Really interesting laning here that both teams have opted to not opt for that 4-man rotation, but instead put the tank in one lane and the Tassadar in the same. It's we'll see if ETC and the red team here can capitalize on the fact that Li Ming, Raynor, and Malfurion don't have a tank to protect them.
Absolutely. Both teams do cap their siege caps. They're going to clash in the middle lane. Ragnaros, one raid boss fighting Deathwing, another. Now, granted, Ragnaros is two different raid bosses, as Deathwing is also the boss for 2 fights within the same raid, however. So, interesting to see if quantity versus quality over here with the Ragnaros Deathwing matchup, as the two more people for Luigi and Knuckles at Olympics game come in to gank the Ragnaros, but the rest of his team comes up as well. Maev trying to get the engage. There goes the root. Ragnaros staying alive just barely. Look at that healing from Malfurion. Ragnaros getting the first blood on the ETC. Ragnaros going to fall as well, however, and Karazim will go down too. Kill advantage to Cool Cats and Kittens. Luigi's and Knuckles at Olympic Games still succeeding in their gank, technically, as the goal was to kill ETC.
Yeah, it was pretty expensive there to make sure that Ragnaros died. Karazim rotated up, ETC and Deathwing were chasing him for quite a long time. And with that little bit of an extended gank, our blue team is looking to grab 7 here in just a couple moments.
Yep, level 7's coming into this first objective. Now, granted, it's almost halfway capped for Cool Cats and Kittens. Cool Cats and Kittens with the Cool Caps? Cool Caps. There we go. Gonna be in a good position with the best of all tiers, the talent tier advantage going into this fight as Deathwing does land. ETC, Karazim, and Maev showing up as well. Maev getting a big bind onto the Raynor, pulling him halfway across the platform as Catalyst on Karazim goes down real far into enemy lines, and ETC and Maev able to get out there towards the end.
Yeah, while red team was fighting down a talent tier and a hero for a while there, it's a little bit offset by the fact that blue team had used 2 of their turrets there. So it looks like the item advantage will now be back to equal. Neither team having an item advantage, but the blue team's looking to get this red fountain exposed and taken down. And they'll pull back. not opting to get any of that fort damage. Instead, looking like they're going to want to come to the mid fort, possibly. Maybe looking for that mid well. Nope, just going to put some damage on this middle lane fort. So interesting decision making here. We've already seen from both of these teams, but they do find that mid fort, which is great value. Help them push for that fourth objective if it comes around to that.
Yeah. I think it's interesting. They got the middle or the top health fountain, which if we look here at the health fountain, look at that art. So you can see that there's definitely like some plumbing going into it, maybe a little bit of electrical work, probably for heating. You want a heated health fountain, that's for sure. And then they come down and they get both the fountain and the fort here in the mid lane. So they'll have that advantage during the fight, but then they'll have a lane pushing during the next objective. Interesting decision making here, and I think they get more value out of the middle fort with the top fountain.
So you're thinking that this was intentionally so that they could have the catapults going the mid lane while the fight is happening over point B?
Right. So while having lane pressure in the lane you're going to fight in is cool, it gets cleared too easily. But if you have lane pressure in an off lane, then it's either contested and you have a man advantage at the objective, or it's not contested and you get free push.
Interesting.
We do see the biotic emitter and the siege camps capped.
I think that's a pretty good point there. We'll see if that comes to play here. As they're fighting a little bit of an ETC, but he'll escape.
An offensive Molten Core coming out of the Ragnaros onto the enemy team's fort as Luigi and Knuckles at Olympics Games holy crap, words are hard, do retreat out of the range for the most part, but Ragnaros going ahead and getting pressure siege advantage out of that Molten Core. And Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games looking for an opportunity to come in. Kid on ETC trying to find a spot to slide in and maybe misposition a Cool Cat and or Kitten, but not finding the opportunity as Cool Cats and Kittens do rotate up to the top lane.
They are hunting.
Power slide. There's the mosh pit, a two-man mosh, the five-man engage on top of it. There's the follow-up you want to see. Two go down thanks to that mosh pit and the Warden's Cage. Really aggressive early mosh pit. We've been seeing them hold on to those a lot in this season, but a great opportunity to use it, and it was really well executed. 2-for-0 kill while we're still waiting on this next objective to spawn.
Cool Cats and Kittens were looking for all this structure damage and finding it, but they kind of got jumped on a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Luigi and Knuckles looking to climb back into this game.
Yes, Luigi's and Knuckles, Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games. Definitely looking for a good win tonight. Definitely, it would be their first match win of the season, and who doesn't want that? So they're playing their animated little hearts out here, and it's paying off right now. They may be down a talent tier and a level and a kill, but the execution looks on point, although Ragnar is bringing that lane pressure with the lava wave.
They do have they have a fort here to fall back on and 2 items. They probably won't have time to soak level 13, but they have 2 items, which maybe will offset that that talent tier mismatch here.
If they can get another pick here real quick, they will no longer be crying talent tiers and instead be up a person and possibly get that tier as well. Mosh Pit going to come off here in about 20 seconds. They're probably waiting on that cooldown, going to go in with the engage. We'll probably see a Deathwing drop into a Cataclysm, followed up with the Warden's Cage and Mosh Pit. There's the Warden's Cage. There's a Sleep from Mal'Ganis disrupting everything. Deathwing lands in. Lots of damage going out, though, from the Deathwing onto the rest of the team. Carrying Swarm from the Mal'Ganis. There's the Leaping Bite from the Deathwing. He's almost dead. He's going to get out, but Karazim, Maiev, and Tassadar will not. Neither will ETC. What happened? Everyone just kind of melted there. I couldn't even see the abilities going off.
I think what we saw there was a lot of CC and not a lot of damage. Lots of flashy ults were popped.
All of them, except for Kata and Mosh.
Yeah, but very little damage coming out from our red team to actually convert that CC into kills.
Yeah, Yeah, the Maiev mosh pit is going to be very deadly. By Maiev
Yeah.
mosh pit, I mean the Warden's Cage mosh pit is going to be very deadly, especially with the black hole to help follow it up. We'll see. We can see a really good combo. Maiev has a lot of damage to bring to it, and it looks like they just got disrupted. Really well played by Cool Cats and Kittens on the disrupt of that engage, being up a talent at the time. Looking now up a talent again as it is level 16 to level 13.
Yeah, they're looking to take a 10-minute keep here.
And another lava wave going through the bot lane. That's going to be big for XP. But keep in mind, when Ragnaros takes lava wave, unless you use it in a lane that you're about to fight in as that keep falls, you're going to that's basically having one less heroic for the fight.
It's true, but it doesn't look like it's going to matter here, as with 16 talent tier advantage, these red heroes are looking pretty weak.
Trying to keep everybody off his core. Tassar getting out really low. Here comes the Protector again, charging in. And at 10 minutes, we're putting pressure on the core.
Yeah, Mal'Ganis escapes to 36 health. I think this is a little bit too early to end, but they could definitely look to find some damage elsewhere. Bottom keep or top keep could have been an opportunity.
It definitely could have been. Cool Cats and Kittens looking to try to close out early. They're not able to with that second Protector, but bear in mind, they will absolutely look for that opportunity with the third one should they get it.
Yeah, we've seen them definitely just, if they sniff the opportunity to take buildings, they're going to do it.
These cool cats and kittens have no chill as they are tearing up the carpet everywhere they go. I hope someone paid the deposit though, because I don't think anyone's getting their money back.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that. Is the red home is in a little bit of disarray. They're looking to grab their siege camps to get some vacuum in this top lane.
Yeah,
and we'll see what they can do here.
Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games trying to bring in the pest control to put Cool Cats and Kittens in timeout. Maybe put them in a little carrier for a while. Here comes Maiev dashing in, trying to get a little bit of extra siege damage out, taking a big orb to the face from the Li Ming. And as Labidium is letting us know, we haven't really talked about it. This bottom fort fell during the siege in the mid lane, so they got an extra building out of it. And yeah, Ragnaros keeping that wave down in the bot lane, pressuring really hard to basically, they're turning the map into a 2-lane map for Cool Cats and Kittens while keeping the pressure on the 3rd lane for Luigi's and Knuckles at Olympic Games. There's not a whole lot that Cool Cats and Kittens has to cover. There goes the drop from the Deathwing. Black Hole and the Warden's Cage come out. No one looking really caught out of that, but Tassar looking low from that Disintegrate and Li Ming combo. Maiev going to fall first in that fight as the bottom of... no, I thought I heard a timer. Maiev going to fall. Cool Cats and Kittens looking to put pressure on this top keep while still waiting for this next objective.
Yeah, wow, we're seeing so much damage come out of this orb build. Li Ming, played by Kathal. Really just stacking up the numbers, and red team is hurting.
If I've ever seen a Kael'thas that can't spell, it's definitely Kathal right there. That just looks like Kael'thas trying to learn, or just learning how to spell his name.
True, 3-year-old Kael'thas was actually just Li Ming.
Kathal! Fire! Kathal!
Those red orbs are very fire.
So if you're a 3-year-old Kael'thas who also can't spell, how would you say Salama Ashalanore?
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, but he says it.
So what is it? Salami?
Salami, are you sure, eh?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Kathal.
Salami, are you sure, Rainer?
And speaking of Rainer helping his team, Cool Cats and Kittens, get that turret camp, they also stole the turret camp from Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games. So Cool Cats and Kittens bringing all the toys to the party. I wonder if they're willing to share.
Yeah, 4-level lead, 4 turrets. I think they're willing to share some of these toys here, as they're going to put them down and ask to play. And I'm not sure what Luigi and Knuckles at the Olympic Games are doing here in this lane, as they are very much in a position where they need to soak.
Absolutely, they are down by 4 levels. They're down by a Storm Talontier, the most delicious of all Talontiers. As Karazim's going to fall as well. We see Black Hole go out. We get the positioning. from it. But the health bars and the damage is a lot coming from Cool Cats and Kittens. They're going to finish off Maya and Tassadar. ETC running away. Kid, run for your life. No, you are what's for dinner now. As ETC's going to fall. That's a 5-man sweep, and they're not even going to worry about the protector. They're going to Cool Cats and Kittens are going to try to finish now. And Kahul, as I'm told is how to pronounce the Kel'Thas who can't spell, is giving us the mastery taunt too. Look at that emblem. He's played a lot of Li Ming, and Cool Cats and Kittens are going to finish up right now.
Yeah, what an interesting end to that game there. What I saw in that last team fight was Black Hole go out and hit almost every member of the blue team, but they just kind of said, 4-level lead, that doesn't even hurt, and they just turned around and killed him.
Yeah, a really good example of what not just the talent tier difference, but the level difference, because you go into a fight 1 or 2 levels down, fine. If you execute well, you get it. But 4 levels down, the heroics didn't even bother Cool Cats and Kittens. They weren't taking a cat nap. They were on alert. They were all claws and teeth, and they just came after Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games. And really, I'm looking for an Olympics pun, and it's not coming. So, yeah. They put a dander on there as opposed to a damper on. You know what, Stoic? I'm done. What you got?
Yeah, I think that match was just peaches for Cool Cats and Kittens there. As really, that Ragnaros was just an unstoppable force with 24,000 experience soaked there for his team. Just those lava waves on cooldown every minute, every 2 minutes after getting level 10, really shut down that bottom lane, and just it was a split soak. Ragnaros was soaking 3 lanes at once.
Absolutely. So the execution from Cool Cats and Kittens really on point. And oh, see, Dax Hall with the pun for me. Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games came up all rings.
That's pretty good.
That's good.
That's like multiple levels of pun. You got Olympic rings, you got zeros, you got Sonic rings. I mean, Dax is putting on a clinic there in the pun game.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dax. I did poop on him a little bit after his match, so he's coming back for me. I appreciate the help, bud. I am finding out the official ruling is the team sides don't really matter, except they're a pain in the ass for the caster, as we found out resizing things. So shout out to the rules and board teams for NGS for that clarification. Let's take a look at those talents again, though. There you go. Nothing really out of the ordinary.
Lots of green from Malfurion. That looks quite nice.
Well, he is a healer.
Yeah, he is a healer. It's quite visually appealing from 7 to 20 there. I really like the way that looks.
Well, then maybe you should pick up Malfurion as apparently an OCD healer.
I used to love Malfurion before the rework. And then once they brought Rejuvenation back to the level 1, I actually like playing Malfurion again. He's less sweaty.
Good.
Yeah, not much to say about that game there. Cool Cats and Kittens really just taking control and grabbing this game by the horns and just running it down. Luigi and Knuckles at the Olympic Games, we got a glimpse there of what they were trying to do, and we'll see if in Game 2, if they can execute on their strategy to find those picks early and get the momentum going on their side.
Yeah.
Maybe Cho'Gall is the secret sauce here for them.
Well, they banned the Cho'Gall, right?
Well, I think it was... We thought they banned the Wait.
No, the Cho'Gall came... Gall did not get banned. Cho got banned from the right side team, which turned out to be Luigi's and Knuckle. Jesus!
See, I've
you know what it is?
What?
It's because in the other version, the So in the other version, the Knuckles, if we use the other characters, Knuckles would be the first name, and so I keep trying to pluralize that one. If we're going with the corresponding character.
You mean Toads and Tails at the Olympic Games?
No, I'm talking about Dr. Eggman's and Bowser at the Olympic Games. Well,
Uh,
at the regional finals, really.
I thought you meant Shadow Sonic and Paper Mario at the Olympic Games. I see.
Dude, Paper Mario is some stuff.
Um,
And we do
looks
have a
like
lobby. We're going to Spidershire. Looks like I should also maybe take us back to the map screen. We're having too much fun with this. This is awesome.
I'm still though so confused. Yeah. So we'll see maybe if the Cho'Gall comes in this game. The Ragnaros definitely worthy of a ban, as just absolutely
I'm
lava
so-
waved it down.
Sorry, my mind is broken. Yes, Waluigi and oh, what's her name? Jeez, I lost it.
I never played a Sonic game, so I have no idea.
Waluigi and Amy at the Olympic Games.
Amy, get out
Yeah.
of here with that off-brand Sonic names.
I know, right? Oh man. Have you heard the? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna send you a thing.
You send me a thing.
I'm gonna send you a thing.
We've in this game number 2 against the Dogs, against Ugandan Knuckles and a Goomba. Looks like they're ready. Are we ready?
Yes, I think we're ready.
Oh,
uh-oh.
what's going on?
Looks like we are playing quick match.
Having some struggles here.
There we go. It's all right. It happens. It's Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. Rouge. Don't Rouge the bat. Don't need Blaze the cat. Ain't that the truth? Here you go, Stoic. Check that out. One of the best gaming related songs I've ever heard.
I will watch this at another time.
Oh, I mean, it's just the lyrics. There's no video to it. We got.
Oh, well, what's going on here though?
So we do have both teams back in the lobby, and
they look like they're on the same side. Are they? They are on the same side. We've got Cool Cats and Kittens on the left, Luigi and Knuckles on the right. We're waiting. Good to double check. Wait, we have ready mode as first come first serve. It should be tournament draft.
I mean, it's got team 1 on draft first, so that's okay. That's really all that matters there. Tournament draft just automatically makes the other settings. So,
Doesn't it also allow for a swap phase?
yeah, but if they're picking their own here, I mean, there's not a order pick anymore. So, unless you're trying to bait someone with this person's picking this hero instead thing, guess it doesn't matter. I don't know. I'm just here to talk about that Mephisto ban, and man, is that a good Mephisto ban. Whoo, Mephisto, get out of here with all that AoE damage, interrupted turn-ins and stuff. Zool, you better not be bringing that scythe in here trying to clear the lanes and double soaking and stuff, Mr. Deep Pockets with those gems. Greymane, I heard you don't like spiders, so I'm doing you a favor. I'm getting rid of you. We do see the Gall ban. Gall coming out, not going to show up here. I wonder if we'll see Cho, though.
Something tells me that Luigi and Knuckles are not going to waste that third ban here.
What do you mean waste? They're both really solid heroes. Li Ming.
They are really solid heroes.
So I don't know what you're talking about. And it's Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games. Thank you very much.
This is true. It is elite. I have said their name wrong very many times. Kathal with that Li Ming looked real strong, dishing out so much damage last game. We'll see what the red team here, Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games, can do to respond. They'll pick up the Deathwing.
And the garage. Kid bringing in Hellscream. Mad Max Garish at that. Look, going for that intimidation factor. Don't you think Garage and Deathwing really angry looking heroes?
Yeah, they are very angry-looking heroes. Probably some of the angriest in the game. Li
But
Ming looking much more sly and
confident, really. That's just a
yeah,
confident look, you know, like I've got this.
yes, and that really matches how the Cool Cats and Kittens played last game. We're looking at the same draft here from both teams, pretty close.
Yeah, Jimmy, the large minion Rainer, and Mal'Ganis coming out. Mal'Ganis looking a little sad. Look at those almost death tears rolling down his face, staining his cheeks. Mal'Ganis has had a hard life, and he's really trying to bring it back here in the Nexus. Rainer with the busted visor, trying to get clear vision of his target. It is a gun. Shoot them with the bullets. Stab them with the bayonet. You can do it, Jimmy, the large minion Rainer. Ando and Alexstrasza also getting banned out. Solid healers in general. Really, really good output. Not surprised to see those go. Not necessarily that I was planning on anyone in particular, but Deckard Payne coming out for Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games. And Jaina as well. Jaina, not sure if she's here to fight or here to dance, bringing the evening gown. Deckard Payne obviously ready to go to war.
Definitely. I think Jane will be able to put a ton of damage onto the spiders and onto the heroes here on the blue team.
There's the Ragnaros.
There's that Ragnaros. Wow.
It's a smaller map, though. It's easier to make rotations for the soak. Well, a lot of people like Wave to counter the Web Weavers, which you can do more effectively by running the wave early to either get your Web Weaver pushed out farther or to stop force their Web Weaver to drop sooner. I wouldn't be surprised to see the recently buffed Sulfura Smash come out. Maiev being picked up again. We see a very similar draft coming out of Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games, and hopefully they can execute a little bit better so we can go to Game 3 and keep talking about how characters look.
I think that Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games obviously feeling confident in, hey, our strategy get map 1 didn't work out. Let's fine tune it a little bit. Let's keep this core the same, and let's bring this back for Game 2.
Yeah, absolutely looking for that momentum, wanting to get their bit of a delayed start into the season rolling, but Cool Cats and Kittens looking at their cool towers portrait synergy, although Luigi Knuckles at Olympic Games has that best friend portrait synergy, and oh, that's the wrong button, that's the right button. And let's see if the portrait synergy can come in for these guys. Over here on Cool Cats and Kittens, we have Descolada on Mal'Ganis, Beowulf on Ragnaros, Lee, Kahu or Kathal, as chat may have said it's supposed to be the other one. I don't know. On Li Ming, Gork on Jimmy the Large Minion Rainer, and Desperado on Lucio Bustio. Who we got over there, Stoic?
From the red team, Luigi and Knuckles at the Olympic Games, we have Catalyst playing Jaina, Kid playing Garrosh, Sod on Maiev, Tread on Deathwing, and Doubles playing Deckard.
All right, Deathwing is up in the air. That's why it only looks like a 5v4. Deathwing not wanting to deal with this. He said he's just gonna fly off back to the to Nel's lair instead, and hang out. I mean, he is his dad. Hang out with his son. Anyway, Deathwing really not wanting part of the action, as the other raid boss does go up to the top lane to soak by himself. We should expect to see Deathwing down there soon, except he does come to the middle lane instead. Mal'Ganis soaking in the bottom lane. So we see a 1-3-1 and a 0-5-0 soak strats coming out from the teams. Jaina going ahead and rotating up with Deathwing as Maiev goes down to deal with Mal'Ganis, trying to get some tower shots out on him, but he's going to get out just in time to avoid it. And the root attempt coming out from Deckard Payne, he did take the scroll of revealing identity that does reveal. The scroll of identity reveals any targets it roots for quite a while. And once he gets the quest done, I believe it is 14 heroes caught, they take minus 15 armor, which provides really good burst opportunity for your team. And the root going to not quite finish off the Rainer as the tower does, but the slow from Deckard Payne slowing him down enough. His team, that is Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games, getting the first blood of the game onto the Rainer. Rainer needing to shoot a little bit shootier in order to stay alive there.
Yeah, it looks like both teams also pretty equal on gems. Oof. Decker taking a lot of damage. Nice dodge there on that Ragnar's Living Meteor. Nothing will come from that as both teams will go continue to soak and gather these gems looking for that first turn-in.
Deathwing Fiery Breath out onto the minion wave, goes ahead and interrupts it though to fight with the Ragnaros moving in on him. Lucio coming up, bringing the beats to his teammate to try to push back the Deathwing. Deathwing going to fall back enough, get the clear on the lane, get that XP, and again, Gym's looking about even, but some turned in for Cool Cats and Kittens, none turned in for Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games, but they do pick up a second kill of the game onto Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis gonna fall. 12 on old H. Thank you so much for the follow. Ronald H, I get it. 12 looks like an R. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it.
2 kills for our red team, Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games. They're looking to make their stance here.
Yeah, we were looking for them to come back, and right now they technically have a gym advantage as well. So here we go. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see if they can keep rolling it. Garish chilling out in the bush of death, trying to get a pick on the Ragnaros. Hopefully he doesn't stay there for more than 30 seconds, as by that time the stream delay will catch up and the enemy team could possibly know if they're being fed information, but he does come out of the bush, does try to catch the Ragnaros with the Q. He's just distracting so Jaina and Maev can get this siege camp, but we all knew that. And Ragnaros trying to keep his soak up without getting caught by the Garrosh. I'm going to say Garish and Garrosh interchangeably throughout the rest of this game.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, as we're seeing Tails and Toad look to take their bruiser camp to be able to push in and turn in what's almost their first turn-in. They're one shy of having enough for turn-in.
Yep. Well, now they do have plenty. Wario and Rouge the Bat at Olympic Games trying to get their Web Weavers coming in for their team, as they do want Princess Peach and Daisy. Those are the same universe to to be able to be escorted to the ball. So they got to get them gyms in.
Yeah. And Cool Cats and Kittens will grab the first turn-in, doing a good job delaying.
Which is kind of a surprise because of the momentum that Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games had going into it. Clearly, Dr. Eggman working for Cool Cats and Kittens, putting the play on Luigi and Knuckles as Mal'Ganis gets thrown and then pulled back by the Umbral Bind. What a catch by the Maev onto the Mal'Ganis. And he's going to go down. No tank for Cool Cats and Kittens. They do have the objective, however. So it's a 5v4 into the objective for Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games, which is probably more than likely just going to serve as a relief of pressure for them to clear the objective with little to no casualty.
Yeah, wow. This is almost no wall damage here on the bottom. Mid lane will lose a tower, maybe 2. And top lane, Deathwing's going to make short work of. That's almost 50 gems that just went almost nowhere.
The pick potential coming out of Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games, clearly we know why those are the 2 representatives, because their picking ability, and you never want to be picked last, is really strong there. You saw they found the Mal'Ganis, they tossed him back, said, Red Rover, send Mal'Ganis over, and Maya said, yo, stay here. And he fell.
Yeah, wow, you have the Fortnite guy and the Minecraft guy at the X Games really taking his lead, as they're now about to hit level 9 and put them 1 away from having that heroic talent tier.
Absolutely. And as the Running Man and Triathlon Man do come into a completely different world of competition, as I go the wrong way on the map, we do see them trying to get turned in so that they can find their way, so they can get their official number for competition and go to the starting line. Definitely looking to run this race, that's for sure. But they have a few hurdles to get across, this Rainer being one of them. Lucio coming in to help disrupt, as Mal'Ganis is going to come in, bringing the sleeps. They forgot to set their alarms. They're going to wake up late for their competition. They got to hurry over there, but they're going to back off, maybe try again, maybe get into the second heat instead. Trying to really push this Ragnaros away. There's the throw onto the Ragnaros, under the tower. Ragnaros going to take a little bit of damage. He looks like he's going to be able to get out just fine. Gets slowed by the Blizzard and rooted by the Deckard Payne. Deckard Payne bringing the barbed wire, tying up the Ragnaros, but a lot of damage goes back out onto Doobles instead. He's going to have to retreat. Cool Cats and Kittens really showing who's the king of the jungle here, as they're able to force off Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games, but be careful what you talk about, Caster, because Raynor getting picked as well. He gets thrown and does go down as the first death of that whole interchange. Jaina paying the price for her team. And that's a 1-for-1 around this objective. Cool Cats and Kittens looking to stop this turn-in, because if Luigi and Knuckles can get this, they'll have plenty of opportunity to get a double turn-in after this next set of Web Weavers. There goes the Warlord shout onto the Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis taking a little bit of damage from the tower. We see the Skyfall and the Lava Wave the Lava Wave disengages Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games. Deathwing still trying to help this engage work. There goes the Root. Big Root from Deckard Payne. He's playing a really good Deckard right there. They're not able to get the turn in, but a lot of pressure, counter pressure really, being put out onto Cool Cats and Kittens. Murda RG with the 26-man raid. Thank you. I think you forget, though, it's either 10, 25, or 40-man. Find 14 more people and help them find their way here. Thanks, brother. I hope you had a fantastic stream. Looks like the match went pretty well. And we have Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games on the defensive here, although they have the opportunity for a double turn-in on this objective here in Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Play by Cool Cats and Kittens continuing to stall this out. This turn-in has been collected for a long time, but the red team cannot just find the purchase to be able to get in there and turn these gems. And great play by Cool Cats.
And now Cool Cats and Kittens has exactly enough gems to turn in, and they might find that opportunity, as we're reminded in chat about that darn Luigi basket. Mal'Ganis trying to get his turn in. Deathwing with the interrupt in time. That is a very delayed cast, and so getting it done. Wow, Mal'Ganis not quite getting the turn in. Does counter engage onto the Maiev. There goes the sleep. Stay a while and listen for the Deckard Cain. Ring of Frost goes out. We see the laser beam from Li Ming. Mal'Ganis able to finish off the Maiev Garage with no help to speak of. Trying to stay alive. Turns directions. Instead of going down to his fort, tries to go back up to the mid fort. Probably a little bit of a pathing issue there. He's gonna fall. But we did get a turn in. Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games turning into the bank of Shy Guy and Spiky Beetle Dude, the bees, the wasps. What are those flying bad guys in the original?
My guy, I never played it, so I have no idea.
Of Sonic?
But nah.
Oh my goodness, you youngin. They do get the turn in. They are able to turn it. I said they get the turn in. They're able to turn in. They do get the Web Weavers. Looks like this middle one might get some progress. This bottom one having a little bit of a ride on the struggle bus, but maybe going to get to that fort. This middle Web Weaver going to get some pressure. Fighting into what's now about to be a catapult, except it does go down before the catapult gets there. Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games looking for an opportunity to engage while they have their Web Weavers up, but they are down a talent tier. Talent tier is the tastiest of tears. I really need to make that an emote. They come down to the bot lane looking for a pick.
Yeah, red team in the price to turn in, they paid with their middle fort here. So blue team now has a structure advantage and a turn in, but red team does as well.
Yep, Maiev trying to get an engage on the Li Ming, but the sound barrier goes out protecting Li Ming. Maiev having to retreat at half health. A really healthy Cool Cats and Kittens despite that engage. Big Orb coming out, catches Kid and Deathwing. Deathwing trying to put the flames out, make Cool Cats and Kittens feel the heat. Every cat wants a warm place to sit, but Garish gonna go first despite all of the warmth being put out from Deathwing. Cool Cats and Kittens not gravitating towards him, and instead goes for the Ice Queen and chills that Frosty witch, mage, magic user. That's what I was going for, magic user.
Garish has been able to find quite a few throws this game. Kid really just stepping up and tossing people back, but not able to find the kills to follow up.
I don't think it's so much the follow-up from Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games, as Cool Cats and Kittens are really good at sticking together as a pride and getting themselves out of trouble, and just really good counter execution coming from Cool Cats and Kittens. But you're right, the tosses are fantastic, and I definitely would like Garage to be my dad, so I have someone to play catch with as well.
Yeah, if you throw a cat, it'll land on its feet and just walk on out of it.
Most of the time,
on the way out.
Except for mine. I managed to throw him on the couch on his back sometimes, but he doesn't like it.
Yeah, that sounds like something that I wouldn't like either.
The trick is not giving them enough room to the ground to actually flip. So, that's...
sounds like you're trying to throw your cat upside down.
It's about a 3-inch drop, that's all. And then I
We're
hug him and
seeing-
snuggle him, and I remind him that he is also a cool cat and or kitten. And he has no Luigi and Knuckles to fear. These web weavers have Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games to fear, however, as they are marching in, and the rolling death ball of Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games, removing the web weaver from the top lane, coming down, trying to burn these spiders with fire, because when they're spiders, killing them with fire is the only option. As they move a little bit farther past it, we see the Ring of Frost go off. A great dodge by Mal'Ganis. Deathwing landing on the web weaver, trying to squash it, but again, remembering the only effective way to kill a spider of that size is indeed with fire.
Yeah, Li Ming, again, leading this charts with so much damage from this orb build. Just look how big they get. Look how scary. The whole team forced to spread, almost like it was a Kael'thas bomb.
I
with
love
that zoning,
this build.
With the zoning, they're able to grab this fort from right under the nose. Raider tossed, but with
no
a nice shield
damage.
from Lucio, he's looking like he's as healthy as can be.
Looks like he got tossed into one of those like pits at a gymnast practice area with the foam cubes instead of tossed into a keep. We see the disintegrate coming out from the Li Ming, trying to wear down this keep, and I gotta say, Ragnaros with the mostly E build, my dude, coming in strong. Good damage onto that keep. They are gonna take it out and move on up to the middle lane and try to get that keep as well. Both Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games has the opportunity to turn in if they can get pushed out of their base and get back to the middle of the map. But Cool Cats and Kittens getting close to another turn in, just being really impressive, not letting Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games have any room to breathe. Looks like they're gonna just try to get the finish here. Look at that big orb on a Jaina. Jaina going from very healthy to 200 health. Mal'Ganis gonna fall though. Good focus from Luigi Knuckles at Olympic Games there to take out the tank. Ragnaros goes into Molten Core and is gonna be suppressive and force Luigi Knuckles at Olympic Games to have to heal. Cataclysm comes out for Deathwing. That looks like it's gonna be a zoning Cataclysm, not wanting the other team to approach into the core area. And it works. It pushes Cool Cats and Kittens out and forces them to find another strategy, like maybe this siege camp down bot.
That blue team's opting to take the siege camp and giving up pretty much for free a turn in here for the red team.
Absolutely.
I guess maybe with Mal'Ganis being down, they don't want to fight even with the talent tier advantage.
Probably, because while talent tiers are the best tiers, having a tank is really nice as well. You need a tanker to put those tiers in. We see almost an engage, and then Garrosh retreating back. So Stoic, if you're here, you're trying to compete and you want the gold. What's your blood doping? What's your steroid? How do you get back into this?
I'm top lane. If you look at this wall, this thing is on the wall. Red team has an opportunity here. I would have been heavy commitment to top lane, and look for that structure there, and hopefully find a pick and get a boss.
But that's also where Cool Cats and Kittens went, and maybe taking that fight might not have been a good opportunity. I think once this Web Weaver falls is when Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games is looking for their opportunity to really flip the switch.
I think you're probably right here, but if you look at these other Web Weavers,
Double
these aren't
root
even
onto
gonna
Ragnaros and Lucio, and they're going to get out just fine because Lucio Busio has the moves. Mal'Ganis getting picked and then thrown back towards his own team, and Garrosh looking really low. There goes the sleep from Deckard Cain, gonna catch basically everybody as a solid disengage, but the orb from downtown from Li Ming gonna get the reset off of Deckard Cain to finish off the Jaina. Mal'Ganis gonna finish off the Mai Ev. The reset huge for Li Ming. Here comes the Cataclysm out of Deathwing as Garrosh gonna go down, being chased down the wrong way from his base. And Cool Cats and Kittens gonna finish up the sweep right here. So how does Luigi and Knuckles come back now, Stoic? What do they do?
They type in the chat and say, "Please don't kill our core."
DDoS, got it.
You know, that would be a way to.
Really solid execution coming out of Cool Cats and Kittens.
Yeah, I think you're definitely right here. That they said, you know what, it worked in game 1. Let's do it in game 2.
Yeah.
Cool Cats have trained their kittens and eaten the hedgehog. and the plumber.
That's wow, that's graphic.
That's what the Lions do.
Yeah, I guess. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get Mystic, not Mystic. That's the wrong team.
That's
Beowulf.
left. Yeah.
See if I can get Beowulf in a lobby chat. Stoic, I'll see you in a minute. Where's the thing? There it is. Let's see how this goes. Here we go.
Hello.
Hey, what a sweet bud. Congratulations, Beowulf. Fantastic rag play too, by the way. How's that sweep feel?
It feels good. It feels real good. Our first week matchup was against Rainbow Strike Go, who are an excellent team, and was a little bit rough for us. So it's good to find our feet in the division and be confident, and where the rankings showed us to be, that we can still pull that performance out. So,
Good.
really good.
How does it? How do you feel now that you're a few weeks in? How do you feel here in Division D?
It feels good. I mean, I think the results kind of speak for themselves. We're pretty solidly in the middle of the pack, maybe chasing some of those top teams, I'd like to think. So it seems like a good fit so far.
All right, fantastic. Real quick before I get to the other stuff, I got a question from chat. What is your first choice for picking after Cho gets pocket banned? Or
Well,
Gall, as
the
it
first,
may be.
as it may be. Well, first we all cry some tears of sorrow for the lost opportunity. But our first pick after that, just whatever our tank player feels like playing. If he's not on the Cho, then he's got to play a real tank. So.
Yeah, well, it was a fantastic match. That first match, I mean, y'all were up 4 levels towards the end, and y'all just ignored the objective and were able to walk right in. The second one, though, Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games came back with a vengeance early on and was really putting the pressure on. Tell us about, so you're coming off that really strong win. You come in on the wrong foot into this game. Tell us about comms and how y'all adjusted.
Yeah, I think we never really got too down in comms. The big thing we kind of recognized, we had that refocus of, hey, this is a different comp than we played last game, and they're making it happen. So there was a kind of a refocus moment. Everyone, group up, stop getting the picks. But we felt pretty confident throughout the whole thing. So it was really just that moment of recognizing, hey, what is it that they're making happen that's working? And they did a great job with it too. I mean, really, like I gotta say, like shout out to Luigi and Knuckles Olympic game. Like we were going into that second game, like what could go wrong? We don't even need to change our draft. And they started really getting those kills on us. So
well, since you mentioned it, what was it that they were doing so well that you had to adjust to?
I got a shout out to their garage player. I don't recall who that was exactly, but
Kid.
He made those plays happen. Yeah, Kid, captain of their team. I can see why he got that honor. He really put some pressure on us that was tough. He was getting good picks.
Yeah, great match, of course. Overall, interesting. I'm interested with you as the Ragnaros player. How do you feel about Rag with the recent patch? Have you been giving Sulfur Smash any love at all, at least in practices, things like that? What are your thoughts?
No, I'm the wrong player to ask about that. You'll see if you check out my profile, I have a lot of games on Rag, too many games on Rag, and I can tell you right now, 2 of them were with Smash. I have deep faith in the Lava Wave.
It's good.
I think it does it all.
It's really good. When Rag came out, I refused to go Lava Wave and would go Smash almost the entire time. And since then, it's only gotten buffed. I did switch to Lava Wave for a while though, because it does have its place in lane pressure. All right. Well, I will come to you with all questions Lava Wave in the future. I'll keep the hammer out of here. We'll keep that out of your toolbox, so to speak. Stoic, what do you got before I go into my other stuff?
Actually want to dive into this Lava Wave game one a little more. If I'm not mistaken, you used Lava Wave every 2 minutes on that bottom lane in Volskaya
And
Foundry. Is that
only
correct?
on the bottom lane.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, go ahead. I just want to hear your thought process. It seems like a strategy you've practiced because it worked very well. I'd just love to hear a little more about it.
So what we like to do with the lava wave, or what I like to do, I rarely tell my team what I'm doing with it until it's already happened. But I feel like it works really well as a let's ignore this lane tool. We drop into that lane, and then we 5-man the other lanes, and we tear down structures, we get kills and get camps. And I'll work my way back there after the lava wave effect is worn off, once we actually have to deal with minions. But I firmly believe that any ability that lets you pretend that a whole lane of the map doesn't exist is pretty broken.
Yeah, it's really strong. And then when you get that second wave as well. So would your intention with that second wave to be keeping it in the bottom lane as well and just staggering it? Or would you have chilled out? Would you have nullified 2 lanes and just made it a 1-lane map? Moist Weenus, the raiding party of 56. Welcome. We're in the post-match interview with Beowulf, coming off of a sweep. Cool Cats and Kittens over Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games. And Beowulf talking to us about some Lava Wave playing, looking at this
Welcome,
second
everyone.
Lava Wave at level 20. Sorry to interrupt you, Beowulf. Keep going.
No, by all means, let me proselytize. The second wave, second charge of lava wave, that's the team fighting wave. Actually, the first wave is there to keep ignoring that one lane, keep yourself as a 5-man focused on just the other lanes. Once you get the second charge at 20, you have a team fighting wave. You just hold that in reserve, and you just wait, and you read the flow of the fight, and you say, hey, they're probably going to need to engage on us in about 10 to 15 seconds. You throw the lava wave in the lane that they're in. Suddenly, they either pick a terrible engage, or you guys have the momentum going into the fight, or either way.
Okay, yeah, I like that. I do like that. That is absolutely good use of Lava Wave. Mal'Ganis, we've seen him a decent amount, not a whole lot. We usually see Joanna, ETC, and Garish. Mal'Ganis, an interesting pick with your team, setting up the sleeps, able to set up the Li Ming a lot. Is Mal'Ganis your team's favorite tank if you don't get Cho?
I'd say so. Probably at the moment. We've got some picks, but you've kind of hit the nail on the head. It synergizes what we like to play. And honestly, and this matters a lot to our tank player, Mal'Ganis is just a fun hero. I mean, it's great. You get to dive in. You get to throw stuns out. You get to throw sleeps out. A lot of CC, a lot of aggressive positioning. So that's if you get to see other tanks from us, expect more in that vein.
Okay. Yeah, definitely want to get that fun involved. Stoic, I kind of cut you off. You asked about the Lava Wave. Was there something else you were trying to ask?
I just had one other question. In game 2, Luigi and Knuckles came strong. They had a plan. They got those early picks. But when it came time for them to really cash in on that advantage and get that first objective, they couldn't do it for a really, really long time. What was your guys' strategy around stalling their first turn-in?
Well, we had a great team for it, and we outranged them pretty heavily, so that made things easy. I mean, they didn't have a great answer to Li Ming poking and Raynor poking. I mean, they have longer auto attacks and longer spells, and their only option is to try to commit to the Garrosh engage. So unfortunately, they were kind of put in a tough corner by their draft in that scenario. We were really worried, like, oh, they're gonna get this turn in, they're gonna force us off as soon as they force us off, and they never quite did. So we were able to sit there, and I was able to get that soak on the other lanes as Rag and rotate back as needed. So
yeah, I think that's really what turned the tide and allowed you guys to finish off this series in such a commanding fashion. That's all the questions for me. Excellent play, good work overall, an exciting win. Back to you, Taco.
All right, so Beowulf, what do you feel like your team struggled with this match? In particular, if you were to pick one thing, hey, this is what we're going to work on in practice because of this match.
I think it's that positioning, and it's respecting the engage potential of the enemy tank. A little bit of that was definitely overconfidence on our part after the first game, but I mean, the Garrosh plays were strong, and that's the sort of thing that you just have to account for with safer positioning and safer rotations. which I think we pulled that together by the end of the game. But that's I think the big lesson we'll take moving forward.
Okay, yeah. Is there anything else that you thought was really noteworthy out of this match that you would like to talk about?
A lot of things that I could say, but the big one is great game to Luigi and Knuckles. Know that they don't have the most experienced players in the world, and they are playing really well and getting some great coordination on them. So it was great to play them, and shout out to our healer too. He kind of talked us into the Lucio pick in that last match, and that really worked out well for us.
All right. So before we move on to your shoutouts, I have kind of my stock questions for the week because I'm trying to poll everybody I can. If you had a superpower, what would it be? Just one. No infinite wish loopholes. You can't have a superpower to get you more superpowers. None of that rogue crap. But other than that,
I mean, if I just get the whole list of superpowers, I got to go with time control.
What sort of time control? You're the second person this week for time control.
All right, I'm going to go, if we're going with pretty focused, then I'm going to say the ability to start and stop time for everything else in the world at will.
So like,
I'd love to say absolute
like
time control, but
kind of
yeah, exactly.
Like click, okay, because we had someone with a Doctor Strange sort of time control as opposed to time.
Oh, I mean, yeah, if I can just do whatever I want with time, that would be pretty cool.
And someone else with time travel. Okay, so if you were to handicap your superpower, and the example I like to give is if I could teleport, I would always end up 6 feet above the ground wherever I'm going, or I could only teleport to gas station bathrooms. How would you handicap your time control?
Well, I'd handicap my time control because I would, every time I did it, some people would also stay unfrozen with me. Only really annoying people that I didn't like. So every time I think I'm totally chill, like, stop time. I get to go relax in the park, read a book, whatever it is I'm doing. All of a sudden, Dave from the grocery store, who's always, making a fuss in the checkout line, he's going to roll up on me, and it's just going to ruin my time stop day.
All right. And little bit more getting to know Beowulf. What's your favorite food?
Ooh, favorite food. Gosh,
and why is it
that
tacos?
That is a tough one. I'm going to say risotto. It's a catch-all for sort of cooked down grains into like a porridge sort of thing.
Interesting. Okay. Do you make your own?
I do. It's actually been a while. My fiance is probably in the other room like, yes, make more risotto. So I'll probably make some more soon.
So I am looking for the official NGS cookbook to come out soon, and I'll look for your risotto there.
All right, it'll be there.
Stoic, remind me to remind board members about an NGS cookbook.
That's a good idea. I'm digging it.
Only if we get to have the casters as models, on every page.
Oh, I would absolutely do that. I would love to do that. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
All right, Beowulf.
That sounds right up Taco's alley.
Oh my goodness, yes. Beowulf, let me get your shout-outs.
All right. Start things off. Shout out to my team. Great job tonight, guys. I think we're all pretty proud of making another domination happen. So go team. Shout out to all of our fans. Anyone out there watching the Cool Cats and Kittens. Thank you for showing up. Particularly Haley. Hi. Hope you enjoyed the match.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and you have a wonderful evening. Celebrate with your team. Don't celebrate too hard. Tomorrow is still a weekday. As for all of our fans here in the audience,